Have you noticed that your legs don't feel as dependable as they used to? Maybe climbing stairs leaves you winded, standing up from a chair takes extra effort, or you've started reaching for a railing without even thinking about it. Many people assume these changes are simply part of getting older, but what if that's only part of the story? The truth is, age alone isn't always the reason your leg strength declines. In many cases, your muscles aren't getting the nutrients they need to repair, maintain, and support themselves. And that's good news, because while we can't stop the clock, we can influence how our bodies respond to it. Today, we're going to explore 6 everyday foods that can help support stronger muscles, better balance, and greater mobility as you age. We'll count them down from helpful to the one that may surprise you the most. The final food has gained significant attention from researchers because of its potential role in protecting muscle health, and chances are you already have it sitting in your kitchen. Before we begin, I want to ask you something. How old are you, and have you noticed any changes in your leg strength over the past few years? Maybe walking long distances has become more difficult. Perhaps your legs feel heavy by the end of the day, or you've experienced a stumble that made you think twice about your balance. Share your experience in the comments. Your story could encourage someone else to take action before their mobility declines even further. Here's why this topic deserves your attention. Research has consistently shown that adults over 65 with significant lower body weakness face a much greater risk of mobility problems, falls, and loss of independence over time. Those statistics aren't meant to scare you. They're meant to remind you that early action can make a meaningful difference. Muscles are living tissue. Even later in life, they continue to respond when they're given the right building blocks through proper nutrition and regular movement. The encouraging part is that you don't need expensive supplements or complicated meal plans to start supporting your muscles. Some of the most effective foods are affordable, easy to prepare, and available at nearly every grocery store. Small changes made consistently often produce better long-term results than dramatic changes that don't last. We'll start our countdown with a food that has been misunderstood for years. Many people avoided it because of outdated nutrition advice, but modern research tells a very different story. Once you understand what it can do for aging muscles, you may never look at your breakfast the same way again. In the next section, I'll reveal why this simple everyday food acts like a natural switch that helps aging muscles repair themselves, and why leaving part of it on your plate could be costing you more strength than you realize. Let's begin our countdown with a food that has spent decades surrounded by controversy: eggs. For years, many older adults were told to limit or avoid them because of concerns about cholesterol. As a result, countless people removed one of nature's most complete sources of muscle-building nutrition from their diets. Fortunately, our understanding of nutrition has evolved, and today's research paints a much more balanced picture. One of the biggest challenges of aging is that muscles don't respond to protein the way they once did. Scientists often refer to this as anabolic resistance. In simple terms, your body needs a stronger nutritional signal to repair and maintain muscle tissue after the age of 60. Even if you're eating enough food, your muscles may not be using those nutrients efficiently. That's where eggs stand out. Eggs are rich in high-quality protein and contain an important amino acid called leucine. Think of leucine as the start button for muscle repair. Without enough of it, your body struggles to activate the natural process that rebuilds muscle fibers after everyday activities like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing for long periods. But protein isn't the only reason eggs deserve a place in your diet. The yolk, often the part people throw away, contains valuable nutrients such as vitamin D, choline, and healthy fats. These nutrients play important roles in supporting muscle function, nerve communication, and bone health. Together, they help your muscles receive the signals they need to contract properly and recover after physical activity. I've spoken with many older adults who avoided egg yolks for years because they believed they were making the healthier choice. After discussing updated nutritional guidance with their healthcare providers and incorporating whole eggs into a balanced diet, many reported feeling more energetic and confident during their daily routines. While everyone's experience is different, it highlights how important complete nutrition can be. To get the most benefit, consider enjoying 2 whole eggs as part of a balanced breakfast. Pair them with vegetables or healthy fats like avocado or a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Cooking them gently instead of overcooking them also helps preserve their texture and nutritional quality. Remember, no single food can magically restore strength overnight. Strong legs are built through a combination of nutritious eating, regular movement, quality sleep, and consistency. Eggs are simply one important piece of that puzzle. But if you think this food is impressive, wait until you hear about the next one. It doesn't just provide protein, it helps calm the silent inflammation that may be weakening your muscles day after day. And for many older adults, adding it to their weekly meals could be one of the smartest nutrition decisions they make. Now let's move to food number 5 on our countdown, and this one plays a completely different role in supporting healthy muscles. While eggs help provide the building blocks your muscles need, the next food focuses on protecting those muscles from a silent enemy that becomes more common as we age: chronic inflammation. Inflammation isn't always a bad thing. When you cut your finger or strain a muscle, it's part of your body's natural healing response. The problem begins when low-grade inflammation lingers for months or even years. This ongoing process can slowly interfere with muscle recovery, affect joint comfort, and make everyday movement feel more difficult than it should. If you've ever wondered why your legs feel unusually tired after a short walk, why they seem stiff when you wake up, or why they take longer to recover after physical activity, chronic inflammation may be one of several contributing factors. This is where wild-caught salmon earns its place on the list. Salmon is one of the richest natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. These healthy fats have been widely studied for their ability to support heart health, brain function, and a balanced inflammatory response throughout the body. For older adults, they may also help create an environment where muscles can recover and function more efficiently. Imagine your muscles as a house that's constantly being repaired. If there's smoke filling every room, the workers can't do their job effectively. Reducing unnecessary inflammation is like clearing the air so those repair crews can finally get to work. Another major advantage of salmon is its vitamin D content. As we grow older, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Unfortunately, low vitamin D levels are common among seniors and have been linked with weaker muscles, reduced balance, and an increased risk of falls. Including salmon in your weekly meals helps provide both high-quality protein and nutrients that support healthy muscle function. Aim to enjoy it 2 or 3 times each week whenever possible. Baking, grilling, or lightly pan-searing the fish allows you to preserve much of its nutritional value without adding excessive unhealthy fats. To make the meal even more beneficial, serve your salmon with colorful vegetables or leafy greens. This combination provides additional vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that work together to support overall health. Remember, building stronger legs isn't just about adding muscle, also about creating the right internal environment for those muscles to stay healthy and perform at their best. And now we're approaching a food that surprises many people. It isn't expensive, it doesn't come in a supplement bottle, and yet it may help improve how efficiently your muscles receive oxygen and nutrients. The next item has been a favorite among nutrition experts for years, and once you understand why, you'll probably want to make room for it on your plate every single week. We're halfway through our countdown, and the next food isn't a trendy superfood or an expensive supplement. In fact, it's probably sitting in the produce section every time you visit the grocery store, yet many adults don't eat nearly enough of it. I'm talking about dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and arugula. These vegetables may not seem exciting, but they provide several nutrients that work together to support healthy muscles, circulation, and physical performance, especially as we get older. One of their biggest advantages is their naturally high nitrate content. While the word nitrate often gets a bad reputation because of processed foods, the nitrates found in vegetables are completely different. Your body converts these natural compounds into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. Why does that matter? Your muscles rely on a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients to perform everyday tasks. As we age, circulation can become less efficient, meaning muscles don't receive everything they need as quickly as they once did. Better blood flow helps deliver those essential nutrients while also removing waste products produced during movement. Think of your circulatory system as a network of highways. When traffic moves smoothly, supplies arrive on time. But when roads become congested, everything slows down. Dark leafy greens help keep those highways flowing more efficiently, giving your muscles better support during daily activities. These vegetables are also packed with magnesium, a mineral involved in hundreds of important processes throughout the body. One of magnesium's key jobs is helping muscles contract and relax properly. If you've ever experienced nighttime leg cramps, tight calves, or muscles that seem to stay tense after walking, low magnesium intake could be one of several possible reasons. While it's not the only cause, getting enough magnesium through your diet supports normal muscle function and may help reduce these uncomfortable episodes. Another benefit of leafy greens is their impressive antioxidant content. As your body ages, normal metabolism produces compounds called free radicals, which can gradually damage healthy cells. Antioxidants help protect your muscles and other tissues from this everyday wear and tear, supporting healthier aging over time. Adding more greens to your meals doesn't have to be complicated. Sauté spinach with a little extra virgin olive oil and garlic, toss fresh kale into soups, or enjoy a mixed green salad alongside your lunch or dinner. Even small servings eaten consistently can contribute to a healthier overall diet. The important lesson here is that stronger muscles aren't built by protein alone. They also depend on good circulation, proper mineral intake, and the nutrients that help every cell perform its job efficiently. But don't go anywhere, because we're about to enter the top 3. The next food delivers high-quality protein in a form that's incredibly easy for your body to use. It also supports something researchers are paying much closer attention to today: your gut health. And what scientists are discovering about the connection between your gut and your muscles may completely change how you think about healthy aging. We've reached the top 3, and this next food often gets overlooked. Many people think of Greek yogurt as nothing more than a light breakfast or a healthy snack, but when it comes to maintaining muscle strength as you age, it may be one of the smartest additions to your daily routine. Here's why. As we grow older, preserving muscle becomes just as important as building it. Unfortunately, many seniors don't consume enough high-quality protein throughout the day, making it harder for their bodies to repair the muscle fibers that naturally wear down over time. Greek yogurt offers a simple solution. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is strained to remove much of the liquid, leaving behind a thicker texture and a higher concentration of protein. A single serving can provide a significant amount of complete protein, supplying your body with all the essential amino acids it needs to support muscle maintenance and recovery. Think of your muscles like the walls of a house. Every day, tiny cracks develop through normal movement and aging. Protein provides the bricks needed to repair those cracks before they become larger problems. Without enough quality protein, those repairs happen more slowly, allowing strength to gradually decline. But Greek yogurt offers another benefit that many people don't realize. It contains live probiotic cultures, beneficial bacteria that help support a healthy digestive system. In recent years, scientists have become increasingly interested in what they call the gut-muscle connection. Research suggests that a healthier gut may improve how efficiently your body absorbs nutrients and utilizes the protein you eat. In other words, it's not just about what goes on your plate, it's also about how well your body can put those nutrients to work. As we age, the diversity of beneficial bacteria in the digestive system often decreases. This can affect digestion, nutrient absorption, and overall health. Including probiotic-rich foods like plain Greek yogurt may help support a healthier digestive environment, allowing your body to make better use of the nutrients needed for muscle maintenance. For the greatest nutritional value, choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt instead of flavored varieties that often contain large amounts of added sugar. If you'd like extra flavor, add fresh berries, sliced fruit, chopped walnuts, or a sprinkle of ground flaxseed. These additions provide fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants without overwhelming your meal with unnecessary sugar. Another helpful tip is to enjoy Greek yogurt after some form of physical activity, even if that activity is simply a brisk walk around the neighborhood. Your muscles are especially receptive to protein after movement, making it an ideal time to refuel. Remember, maintaining muscle isn't about relying on one miracle food. It's about consistently giving your body the nutrients it needs day after day. Now it's time for the runner-up on our list. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary root vegetable, but researchers have discovered that it may improve circulation, support exercise performance, and even help the brain communicate more efficiently with your muscles. Once you learn how it works, you may start looking at this colorful vegetable in a completely different way. We're down to the final 2, and this next food surprises almost everyone. It's not a trendy supplement, a fancy protein shake, or an expensive health product. In fact, it's a simple root vegetable that's been around for centuries: beets. At first glance, they may not seem like a food that belongs on a list for stronger legs, but over the last decade, researchers have taken a serious interest in beets because of the unique compounds they contain and how those compounds may support physical performance, especially in older adults. The secret lies in their naturally occurring dietary nitrates. Once you eat beets, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide, the same important molecule we discussed earlier with leafy greens. However, beets contain these compounds in much higher concentrations, making them one of the richest natural dietary sources available. So, what does that actually mean for your muscles? Nitric oxide helps relax and widen your blood vessels, improving circulation throughout the body. Better circulation means oxygen and nutrients can reach working muscles more efficiently. Whether you're taking a morning walk, climbing stairs, gardening, or simply carrying groceries, your muscles depend on that steady supply of oxygen to perform at their best. Imagine trying to water a garden with a hose that's partially blocked. The water still flows, but not nearly as efficiently. Improving blood flow is like removing that blockage, allowing everything to work more smoothly. Researchers have also explored another fascinating benefit. Some studies suggest that improved blood flow may support areas of the brain involved in movement and coordination. While more research continues in this area, it's an exciting reminder that healthy movement depends on both your muscles and your nervous system working together. Beets also provide valuable nutrients such as folate, potassium, fiber, and naturally occurring antioxidants. These nutrients support cardiovascular health, healthy blood vessels, and normal cellular function, all important factors for maintaining mobility as we age. If you've never cooked beets before, don't worry. They're easier to prepare than many people think. Roasting them in the oven brings out their natural sweetness, making them a delicious side dish. You can also grate raw beets into salads, blend them into smoothies with berries, or purchase cooked beets that are ready to eat. The key is finding a preparation you enjoy enough to eat consistently. Remember, no single vegetable can completely transform your health overnight, but when beets become part of an overall balanced diet filled with protein, healthy fats, fruits, and vegetables, they can contribute to better circulation and overall wellness. Now we've arrived at the number one food, the one I mentioned at the very beginning. It's probably already sitting in your kitchen, yet many people still underestimate its value because of outdated nutrition advice. In the next section, you'll discover why this everyday ingredient has become one of the most respected foods in healthy aging and how it may help protect your muscles for years to come. We've reached the number one food on our countdown, and if you were expecting an expensive supplement or a rare superfood, you might be surprised. The top spot belongs to extra virgin olive oil. For decades, many people avoided healthy fats because they believed all fat was harmful. As a result, countless older adults filled their diets with low-fat products that often contained more sugar and fewer beneficial nutrients. Today, nutritional science tells a very different story. Not all fats are created equal. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in heart, healthy monounsaturated fats along with naturally occurring plant compounds called polyphenols. These compounds have attracted significant scientific attention because they help support the body's normal response to inflammation and protect cells from oxidative stress, two factors that become increasingly important as we age. Think about your muscles as a home that's exposed to wind and rain every single day. Over time, small amounts of damage naturally occur. If those areas aren't protected and repaired, the structure gradually weakens. The nutrients found in extra virgin olive oil help support your body's natural maintenance system, allowing your muscles and other tissues to stay healthier over time. One of the most interesting compounds found in extra virgin olive oil is oleocanthal. Researchers have studied this natural substance because it appears to support healthy inflammatory pathways within the body. While it isn't a replacement for prescribed medications, regularly including olive oil as part of a balanced diet may help support long-term muscle and joint health. Another reason olive oil stands out is that it works well alongside many of the foods we've already discussed. Drizzle it over spinach to help absorb fat-soluble nutrients. Use it when cooking eggs for a satisfying breakfast. Pour it over grilled salmon for a flavorful dinner. Mix it into homemade salad dressings or roasted vegetables. Instead of acting alone, olive oil complements these foods, helping create meals that are both nutritious and enjoyable. Quality also matters. Whenever possible, choose extra virgin olive oil rather than refined varieties. Extra virgin olive oil undergoes minimal processing, allowing it to retain more of its natural antioxidants and beneficial plant compounds. Look for bottles packaged in dark glass, which helps protect the oil from light exposure and preserves its freshness. A practical goal is to use olive oil regularly as your primary cooking oil for low to medium heat meals or as a finishing drizzle over vegetables, fish, and salads. Small, consistent habits often have a greater impact than occasional dramatic changes. What's most encouraging is that this isn't about following a restrictive diet. It's about replacing less nutritious fats with one that's been associated with healthy aging in populations around the world. Now that you've seen all 6 foods, there's one final piece of the puzzle that many people overlook. Even the healthiest diet won't deliver its full potential unless you know how to combine these foods with a few simple daily habits. In the final section, I'll show you how these 6 foods work together and why the next few weeks could become the turning point point for your strength, balance, and independence. Now that we've covered all 6 foods, it's time to step back and look at the bigger picture. The truth is, none of these foods is a miracle cure on its own. Real, lasting results come from the way they work together as part of a healthy lifestyle. Think of your body like a well-built house. Protein provides the bricks that help repair muscle tissue. Healthy fats protect the structure. Vitamins and minerals keep every system running efficiently. Good circulation delivers nutrients where they're needed most. If even one of these pieces is missing, the entire system becomes less effective. That's why focusing on just one superfood rarely delivers the results people hope for. Instead, imagine starting your day with eggs cooked in extra virgin olive oil. For lunch, enjoy a salad filled with spinach, kale, or other leafy greens paired with grilled salmon. In the afternoon, have a bowl of plain Greek yogurt topped with berries and chopped nuts. Add roasted beets to dinner a few times each week. None of these meals are complicated. They don't require expensive ingredients or special cooking skills, yet together they provide high-quality protein, healthy fats, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients that support healthy muscles, bones, and overall well-being. But nutrition is only part of the equation. Your muscles also need a reason to stay strong. Even a balanced diet can't fully replace the benefits of regular movement. Fortunately, you don't have to spend hours in the gym. A daily walk, climbing stairs when it's safe, light resistance exercises, or simple chair squats can encourage your muscles to stay active. Every time you challenge them appropriately, you remind your body that those muscles are still needed. Sleep matters too. Most people don't realize that much of your muscle recovery happens while you're resting. If you're consistently getting poor quality sleep, your body has less opportunity to repair itself. Prioritizing a regular sleep schedule can support both your energy levels and your physical recovery. Hydration is another piece that's often overlooked. Muscles rely on adequate fluids to function properly. Even mild dehydration can contribute to fatigue, reduced performance, and muscle cramps. Drinking enough water throughout the day is one of the simplest habits you can adopt. Here's the encouraging news. It's never too late to begin making positive changes. While aging is inevitable, losing strength as quickly as many people do isn't always inevitable. Your body continues adapting throughout life, and even small improvements in nutrition and daily activity can add up over time. Before we finish, I want you to ask yourself one question. Which of these 6 foods could you start adding to your meals this week? You don't need to change everything overnight. Pick one habit, stay consistent, and then build from there. A series of small decisions made every day often leads to the biggest transformations months and years down the road. And in just a moment, I'll leave you with one final thought, one that I hope changes the way you think about aging, strength, and what's still possible for your future. Before we end, I want to leave you with something more important than a list of healthy foods. I want to leave you with hope that's supported by what researchers continue to discover about the aging human body. For a long time, many people believed that muscle loss was simply unavoidable. They assumed that once strength disappeared after 60 or 70, there was very little they could do about it. But modern research has challenged that belief. While aging naturally changes the body, studies consistently show that older adults can still improve muscle function, balance, and overall mobility through proper nutrition, regular physical activity, and healthy lifestyle habits. In other words, your body hasn't given up on you. The ability to maintain and even improve muscle health doesn't suddenly disappear because you've celebrated another birthday. Your muscles are constantly responding to the choices you make each day. Every nutritious meal, every short walk, every gentle strength exercise sends your body a message that those muscles are still needed. That's why it's so important not to lose confidence. Too many people stop being active because they feel weak. Unfortunately, the less they move, the weaker they become. It's a cycle that slowly steals independence. But the opposite is also true. When you begin nourishing your body and moving it regularly, even in small ways, you create momentum that can gradually improve strength, stability, and confidence. You don't need to become an athlete. You simply need to stay consistent. Maybe that means taking a 20-minute walk after breakfast. Maybe it's preparing one healthier meal each day. Maybe it's replacing processed snacks with Greek yogurt, adding spinach to dinner, or cooking with extra virgin olive oil instead of less nutritious fats. Small habits may seem insignificant today, but over weeks and months they can produce meaningful changes. Remember the 6 foods we've discussed: eggs for high-quality protein and essential nutrients, wild-caught salmon for omega-3 fats and vitamin D, dark leafy greens for circulation-supporting nutrients and magnesium, Greek yogurt for protein and beneficial probiotics, beets for natural nitrates that support healthy blood flow, extra virgin olive oil for healthy fats and protective plant compounds. Together, they create a nutritional foundation that supports healthy aging, not just for your legs, but for your entire body. And finally, I'd like to hear from you. Which of these foods do you already eat regularly? Which one are you planning to add to your meals this week? Share your answer in the comments because your experience may inspire someone else who has been struggling with the same challenges. If you found today's information information valuable, consider sharing this video with a friend, family member, or neighbor who wants to stay active and independent as they get older. Sometimes one simple conversation can encourage someone to make a life-changing decision. Thank you for spending these minutes with me. Take good care of yourself, keep moving every day, eat with purpose, and remember this: growing older is inevitable, but giving up on your strength is a choice. Start making small changes today and your future self will thank you for every single one. Now that you know which foods can support healthy muscles, you may be wondering, where do I start? The good news is that you don't need to completely change your diet overnight. In fact, trying to change everything at once often leads to frustration. The best approach is to make small, realistic improvements that you can maintain for months and years. Here's an easy way to begin. Day 1. Start your morning with 2 whole eggs cooked in a little extra virgin olive oil. Add a serving of fruit or vegetables to round out the meal. Day 2. Include a generous portion of leafy greens with lunch or dinner. Whether it's spinach, kale, or mixed greens, you're giving your body valuable vitamins and minerals that support muscle function. Day 3. Replace a sugary snack with a bowl of plain Greek yogurt. Add fresh berries or a handful of nuts for extra flavor and nutrition. Day 4. Prepare wild-caught salmon for dinner. Pair it with roasted vegetables and a small serving of whole grains for a balanced meal. Day 5. Add roasted or steamed beets to your plate. If you don't enjoy their taste alone, slice them into a salad or blend a small amount into a smoothie. Day 6. Focus on hydration and movement. Drink enough water throughout the day and take a comfortable walk, even if it's only for 15 or 20 minutes. Day 7. Put everything together. Build a meal that combines several of these foods and notice how satisfying, simple, wholesome eating can be. Remember, this isn't about perfection. There will be days when you eat something less healthy or miss your walk. That's normal. Long-term health isn't determined by one meal or one day. It's shaped by the habits you repeat most often. It's also important to remember that nutrition works best alongside regular medical care. If you have diabetes, kidney disease, food allergies, or you're taking medications such as blood thinners, talk with your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes. A personalized plan is always the safest approach. The goal isn't to chase perfection. The goal is to give your body the support it needs so you can continue enjoying the activities that matter most. Walking through your neighborhood, traveling with your family, playing with your grandchildren, gardening, or simply moving through your day with greater confidence. And there's one final message I'd like to leave you with. It's not about food or nutrition at all. It's about your mindset, because the way you think about aging may be just as important as the choices you make on your plate. In the final part, let's talk about why your future is still full of possibilities, no matter your age. As we wrap up, I want you to remember one simple truth. Your future health isn't determined by one birthday. It's shaped by the choices you make every single day. Many people begin to accept weaker legs, slower movement, and reduced independence as an unavoidable part of getting older. They stop taking walks, avoid stairs, skip family outings, and gradually become less active. Unfortunately, that creates a cycle that's difficult to break. The less you move, the more strength you lose, and the more strength you lose, the less confident you feel about moving. But that cycle can work in the opposite direction too. Every healthy meal you prepare, every short walk you take, every time you choose to nourish your body instead of neglecting it, you're sending a powerful message to your muscles. You're still needed. Your body is remarkably adaptable. Even later in life, it continues responding to good nutrition, regular movement, and healthy daily habits. Progress may not happen overnight, and it may not happen as quickly as it did when you were younger, but progress is still possible. Instead of focusing on what you've lost, focus on what you can still build. Imagine waking up with more confidence when you stand. Imagine climbing the stairs without stopping halfway. Imagine walking through the grocery store without feeling exhausted. Imagine enjoying vacations, playing with your grandchildren, tending your garden, or simply taking an evening walk without constantly worrying about your balance. These goals aren't about looking younger, they're about living better. Remember the 6 foods we've discussed throughout this video: whole eggs to provide high-quality protein and essential nutrients, wild-caught salmon for healthy omega-3 fats and vitamin D, dark leafy greens to support circulation and muscle function, plain Greek yogurt for protein and beneficial probiotics, beets to encourage healthy blood flow, extra virgin olive oil for healthy fats and protective plant compounds. No single food is a miracle, but together, combined with regular physical activity, quality sleep, proper hydration, and guidance from your healthcare provider, they create a strong foundation for healthy aging. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 foods are you already eating, and which one are you planning to add this week? Let me know in the comments below. Your experience may encourage someone else who's looking for simple, practical ways to stay active and independent. If you found this video helpful, consider sharing it with a friend or or family member who could benefit from this information. Sometimes one conversation is all it takes to inspire someone to start taking better care of themselves. Thank you for watching and spending your time with me today. Until next time, keep moving, eat nourishing foods, take care of your body, and never underestimate what consistent daily habits can accomplish. Because the strongest step toward a healthier future is the one you choose to take today.